That box fan pulls the air from the
There,
living room.
there we go. Okay, cool. We are now recording. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a Newbie's Life, episode 5. I forgot. Oh yeah, it was called Banging Out Levels. I literally decided to go slaughter bangs for like 20 minutes, or no, an hour.
Uh,
I only did one of the quests. Got a couple of drops for some gear that I'm going to use very shortly at level 20 and 21. Still have not managed to complete the Bridge to Terabithia quest, by the way. Also, Hobby Drake's back with me, so say hello.
Hi.
There you go. Mission accomplished. We're doing.
Hello. Hi. How's it
Hello.
going?
Hey, everyone. Anyway, these typically don't follow form and function. Form structure stored. Yes, structure. Um, so kind of just the same thing as we usually do, and that is I'm gonna use the buffs from the buff pang because they literally set at an hour for my timer.
Oh, is
So
that what you've been doing to try and keep track of it? That makes
I
sense.
never let them run out, so I always fail. I ain't the sharpest knife in the crayon box, homie. And as you can see, I have actually had this up for like 20 minutes, but trying to set up the recording was interesting. Ooh, I actually have some items today that can actually help with the whole grind session. Oh, I know why I cut it off early. I ran out of my buffs and I didn't want to run all the way back here. Well, because I literally have to run all the way to the other end of the map for this. Also, do I think I could take on the Breach of Terabithia quest yet? No, I don't
No.
think so. I'm at least gonna wait till I get my next gear, because this game it has two things. All right, Chewbacca. Um,
That was a yawn.
I know. It's just I can't recreate it because my jaw's swollen.
You
Actually,
probably couldn't recreate it anyway.
you know what? I'll take this. This 25 star candies, that's gonna really help me out in a pinch. So I will take that because I'm playing real fast and loose with this whole completely newbie run. I'm telling y'all this. It's taken everything in me not to just grab my. I what's funny is on the last episode, you probably didn't watch it because you've been busy this weekend, but on the
Yeah.
last episode, I showed off like everything that's on my account that I'm not using to include like my healer and everything. That way, people understand just everything I'm sidelining just to get this done.
Yeah.
Like, I want this series to be authentic, and by that I mean I'm not. I like I have all this stuff. I can do all this stuff. I am not going to use any of it, and it's killing my soul.
Have I
Um,
even mentioned
hmm?
me moving down? I
We've
don't think I've mentioned that in a video, have I?
I think we've talked about it. Actually, no. I think the only thing I've talked about
Oh.
is your being in a one horse town for a one horse town.
Okay.
Also, he said. Also, okay. Then let's talk about it. He says he moved. He literally is less than 5 minutes walking distance from his parents' place. So I mean, you can call it a move. He is living on his own, but put a big asterisk beside it.
Look, I'm living on my own. I'm paying someone not related for rent.
Yes, and you're paying a pittance.
What?
You're paying a pittance as opposed to what I would normally be paying staying here, and this is Section 8.
I pay 300.
Yeah. Do you want to know how much I was paying?
Hell, or even when I worked at, well, I guess you live on your own and I had 3 dependents.
Yeah, I
So,
don't want to hear
never
it.
mind. Never mind.
I was about
You would be paying more than me. Yeah. And
and
I would say, hey, at least you don't have to pay water, but I don't have to pay water either. So,
yeah, I mean, we're not. I'm really not opening that can of worms because I really don't want anyone that would have something to say about that coming and being like, look, it's like, look, it's the only way I can live by myself, and unfortunately, due to a lot of circumstances in my life, I have to live on my own. So Oh yeah. I ain't gonna sit there and
The
hear.
circumstances, do you mean the occasional insufferable asshole that you become?
I appreciate your like segue into trying not to make this about what it is, but I feel like this is one of those things that really needs context. So I'm gonna go back a second.
I
You're not
thought you were
wrong.
going to say you appreciate the honesty.
I mean, I do appreciate it because you're not wrong. I understand that like I am a prick. I really I warm up to new people like a snowball warms to a lava pit.
You know, depending how you take that, it could be a good way because that means you just melt their hearts.
Yeah,
But
I know, I know.
it's more of
I realized that the second I said it, I'm just like, oh,
like that doesn't make sense. Hold on.
sometimes being a writer ain't all it's cracked up to be because you try making profound analogies like that, and the only thing you sound is profoundly stupid. I gave it a try. Also, we're level 19. Hooray!
Progress.
Actually, yes, because once I get like level 20, I can actually get a defense buff, so I won't be dying left and right. Is it going to save me from the, giant Lord Demian? No.
No.
Do I want to keep fighting here? Or do I want to actually go into the dungeon and try my luck in there? Screw it.
Does
YOLO!
that whistle my throat makes when I yawn come through on the mic?
Whistle? No. You sounding like Chewbacca definitely does.
Okay.
Also, why?
Yeah, sometimes when I yawn, like, my throat whistles.
Hey, check it. This shadow doesn't make sense. Hold on. Look to the left. Like,
There's no ground or no
well, the trees have it, but I don't.
they no I mean they didn't make a
See, there it is. Okay, no, it looked fine. What the heck? Oh, yeah, it's
that
fine here.
that one spot doesn't have I know
Don't worry, you can just call me.
what I'm thinking to describe why it does that. I just am failing for the words.
I'm gonna go ahead and just not speak on something I don't know. I'm just gonna sit there and say I'm doing my best. I was about to say Orochimaru. No, that's not who that is. A Shikamaru impression? He's the guy with the shadow bind, right?
Yeah.
That was the joke I was gonna make, considering my shadow is completely disconnected from me.
You know what's sad is the shadows are still connected in that sense. They're not even disconnected. They use their own shadows.
Well, yes, but that was. But he can make it operate independently from him. That was the joke I was making.
Oh. Yeah, the Nara clan's specialty in shadow jutsu.
Yes.
If I was in Naruto, I would want to be in the Nara clan or
Oh,
Kiba. What's Kiba's last name? I don't
I
remember what his clan name is.
would just say this: I don't know much outside the Chunin exams, my guy. So I'm not going to be able to follow you where you're going. The only reason why I know Shikamaru's thing is because, again, the Chunin exams kind of highlighted what everybody did, for the most part.
Yeah.
And, it was Sasuke becoming the world's biggest edgelord.
Becoming?
He was bad before, but, like, whenever he got, the, mark of, the cursed mark from Orochimaru, he really went full ham. I get it. You watched your whole clan get slaughtered and whatnot, and it was done by your brother, Itachi, da 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 da. I get that part. I'm not gonna sit there and dive deeper into the lore. I know the gist of that story. I'm just gonna say it now. It's just no. After he got cursed and whatnot, he definitely decided to double, triple, quadruple down on the whole, Shadow the Hedgehog cosplay wannabe person. He really did.
Yeah. I like how your comparison was Shadow of all things.
Well, to be fair, that was like the edgelord character back around like that time that everyone wanted to be. He was literally not the, you know, trash talking, blue blur. He was more serious, edgy, and for some reason, despite having the power to control time, used firearms.
Because they're fun.
No. I'm talking you're like some extra dimensional eldritch deity level of power, and yet you decide to, like defeat your enemies with an MP4.
Well, it's like, why does Dante use guns?
That's
He's
his.
he's almost on the same level. It's because they're fun.
No. He's.
That's why I would use them.
No, his gets imbued with like special powers and stuff. Like that is not even a thing. Like, and they're devil arms, not typical firearms. I think it's only legit
My
normal.
point still
No,
stands.
it
It's
doesn't.
guns and they're fun.
No, it doesn't because Shadow doesn't use
What
his
what what
powers to.
part of guns being fun, not valid?
I'm.
That's the point I'm making.
I get what you're saying, but I'm just saying, like, at least you're using Dante as an example. It's like, no. His are actually like enchanted, magical in some fashion. Shadows are just normal, and they can be
Well,
fun
my
or
point with Dante is he doesn't have to use them; he chooses to.
actually. I think
Dante doesn't have to use firearms. He doesn't have to use anything. He could use his bare hands if he wanted.
but yeah, but you know he's not immortal, right? And sometimes an up close and personal confrontation ain't exactly
Well, Shadow's not immortal either, is he?
no. But again, like even the again, but here's what I mean by that. Okay, no. Aside from that and the atrocity that is Sonic 06, they have not ever brought that as a mechanic back for him ever because it was stupid. It's out of place in a world of like Sonic the Hedgehog, at least for the heroes, I guess, of that you could call them of the story.
Yeah.
For Gun and Dr. Robotnik and everything, it's got a point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm talking like we're talking beings that can literally become immortal demigod or immortal gods. I don't know, demigod, whatever. I don't care. I'm not
You
even
know
gonna.
what my thought process just recently was?
What?
Like just now, you mentioned Dr. Robotnik. My first thought was a super hot, like sexy, attractive Robotnik I saw at some point. And then immediately from that, I went to Ganondorf.
Most people do for some reason. I'm not even joking. That is a thing. Like like for some people, or for some reason, people genuinely go from Dr. Eggman to Ganondorf.
I think it's because of all the hot, attractive artwork that people have made.
Well, Rule 34 exists, and no one's ever going to be safe from it.
Like, if you haven't heard the song, go listen to "I'm the Boss" by
I'm good. I'm good.
Why?
I've seen the.
It's a
I know
you,
how your mind works, man. What you sit there,
okay. Well, we're on. Hold on. Yeah, I'm the Boss by Big Bad Bosses, and then watch the video to it. I'm not even saying that for you. I'm saying that for the audience on the off chance somebody hasn't seen it.
Sure. And I'm just gonna say this: viewer discretion is advised. Because I don't know what he's talking about, and and to hear the smile in your
It's safe.
voice.
It's safe. It's safe. I promise. It's safe.
Safe? Yes. Cringeworthy? Also, probably.
Well, cringeworthy doesn't mean a bad thing, and yeah, you might be right. I don't really know. Your cringeworthy and my cringeworthy are two different things.
I mean,
that's a matter of opinion.
True. Like, the reason why I say viewer discretion is advised is because, like, if somebody goes to see that and then they have the audacity to be like, well, he recommended. I didn't recommend anything. I, as the person that actually owns this YouTube channel, says viewer discretion is advised. What he tells you is not what I'm telling you, and I'm sitting here giving you a warning.
Hey, you know what? If they say it, then fuck it. Community interaction. By all means, go for it. Boost the channel.
No. Dude, this is just a
I don't know about him, but all criticism is welcome.
I mean, No, the thing is, the things I actually want criticism on, nobody ever gives me, and and just the things I don't want criticism on are the first thing people want to tear a new one about. Oh, anyway, I want to talk about something. Speaking of criticism, so there was a video series of a couple of games I would like to do on this channel, but I'm not going to simply because of the fact of 90% of the fandom as I was telling him are really bad about this. So I'm somebody that has a deep love for the Shin Megami Tensei series, and before you sit there and go, oh, so you're one of those Persona fans, it's like, no, I like Persona and Shin Megami Tensei. I've played and beaten Devil Summoner, Devil Survivor, Nocturne, 5 Vengeance, 4 I sadly haven't gone through, but that's because I keep starting it, and for some reason I just forget to play it, and then I start over, and I get stuck in a loop. Anyway,
I've done that.
I also haven't played Apocalypse. It was on the 3DS, and I do have ways to play it, but I ain't saying it out loud. Um, but yeah, I actually like both series. I will say this: Persona is not Shin Megami Tensei. It can kick your teeth down your throat, sure, but it's more of an interactive anime, high school like anime that actually.
I've played some of Nocturne. It will. Exactly what he said. Kick your teeth down your throat.
Oh, you got stuck in the Matador fight. Let's just say this: that is the number one.
Yeah.
That is the number one like gatekeeper of a Shin Megami Tensei game. If you cannot make it past Matador and Nocturne, if you quit and give up, you will never survive in any of the worlds because that is just par.
I
for
will
the course.
note, I didn't quit and give up, or give up and quit. I just forgot to go back to play it.
No, and the
I
problem.
was actively working on figuring a way around it. I just got distracted with something else, and then took too long to get back to it, and you wanted your game back.
Well, because I kind of saw how things were gonna go, and I'm just like, yeah. And I don't mean like between you and me personally. I mean like your kids. And I'm like, nope. I do not want to have to buy another copy of this game.
Actually, if I wasn't playing it, it was taken out of the system in its case and put up out of the reach.
See, you say that, but they still managed somehow. A few times.
Okay, they have not managed to pull anything from these like 7-foot high shelf in the hallway because that's where I put the thing.
I'm just.
It was safe. I promise. Your game was safe.
Look. I'm understandably cautious. Okay. Like you have your own place now where you could just lock it up in a room. I'd be like, all right, cool, fine. But to be fair, you actually have another game that you need to go through, and I'm still waiting for you to actually boot it up and play it. When I tell you it's life changing, I'm not kidding. You just refuse to play it because that's how you operate.
Oh yeah, Persona 5? Yeah. Yeah, it is actually in there in the box with the GameCube. Apparently.
I'm telling you, like, I'm not even exaggerating. Like, the way, the story that's told in Persona 5 Royal, when I say it's life changing, it'll be life changing for you, that's not an exaggeration because, like, Persona 5, like, vanilla one, not so much. It's the things that Royal adds, like, the very final bit of that game that vanilla doesn't have. It's heartbreaking, it's heart-wrenching, and it makes you realize that not every villain is inherently evil. You know, the path to hell is paved with good intentions, as they say.
Yeah, I'll play it eventually. I honestly haven't felt like anything lately. I haven't felt like playing games. I've had YouTube playing in the background, but I haven't really
How long have you been
paid
playing
much
Master
attention
Duel
if it was
2,
on.
guy?
Actually playing it, dude, I did one duel that lasted 60 turns. That's the only thing I've done.
And how long did that duel take time-wise?
I don't know. I didn't pay attention.
Yeah.
Like 30 minutes.
I want you to understand something real quick.
Yeah, I sat in a duel in Master Duel for 30 minutes and didn't leave. I think I deserve a medal. Like,
not you deserve the win, but you just happen to be using a dice mean deck.
Yeah.
And what's funny is I would actually record videos of me and him actually facing each other in Master Duel, but I don't really think those don't get traction anyway, and I don't think anyone would enjoy me curb stomping this man. You can't even deny it. Like, my decks are just built different. They're built to actually compete. They're not meta, but they're built to compete.
And I build things that I think will be fun.
So do I.
Such as dice game. Well, your fun and my fun are two very different kinds of fun.
Well, no. My fun is I want to actually be able to live past the OTK portion of the damn game. You're the type of person who doesn't care if you get OTK'd 17 times. It's like, as long as you eventually get to play with somebody, you'll be happy about it.
Yeah. As long as I get to use it at some point and it's somewhat worked the way I want it, I'll be happy.
Yes. And here's the thing. This is where I'm saying it's like, you've got fucking Bob Marley on your end and Eugene Krabs for me.
Penny pincher.
I mean, that's just true, but I mean, also, like, he's so high strung. I mean, granted, considering he's got a rival in Plankton that's always trying to steal the secret to his restaurant and everything, I get it.
Hey, he's got an excuse. What's yours?
Do you want me to actually say that?
Probably not on stream. I
mean, we're not on stream, so okay, I'm gonna say it then.
I mean, yeah, you know what I meant.
Long story, okay, I'm not airing out dirty laundry, but I do want to give a TLDR to why I prefer to remain anonymous, just real quick, because it does need to be said at some point. Long story short,
I think you've actually said it at some point.
Probably. Family full of psychopaths who actively want to hunt me down. So,
yeah, you mentioned that at some point.
Yeah. Well, what's funny is I actually linked my poetry book on my on the YouTube page because it's like I don't have an external link right now to social media or whatnot. I'm gonna try to find a way around that. Genuinely, I just don't know.
You could make a Twitter account that's specifically for that and link it instead.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, man. I've had my father find me in the most ridiculous of ways. And also, here's the thing. I'll make social media for this if there are enough people to actually warrant doing such a thing. Like, this channel's got 14 subscribers, and I appreciate every single one of you. Even you. For some reason.
For some reason, you're my friend. Why wouldn't I subscribe to your channel?
I wasn't even subscribed to yours until today.
Yeah, I know, which mildly baffles me, but that's okay.
Well, no, because you always send me the links, and I just did not ever think the button. I watched all your videos. That is true. I just did not think to. I watched them in Discord and didn't actually think to go, hey, let me actually watch these on YouTube.
Let's support my buddy here. Maybe give him a kickstart.
I mean, what's funny?
You're my one and only subscriber, which is fair. I have like basically nothing of value on my channel, but that's beside the point.
I do want to help with that. The Elgato HD60S. I do actually have a capture card.
Huh. I just don't have anything to put it in.
No, but once you get a laptop, me and you were gonna start doing more stuff, but like more interactive stuff. It's just unfortunately.
I'm gonna be honest. Since I have to put the money out for any kind of computer, I'm probably going for a desktop.
I mean, fair, but
instead of a laptop.
Oh, I would recommend that every day of the damn week. But I'm just thinking like it doesn't.
I mean, I'm gonna buy a keyboard and mouse anyway, so.
Right, I gave Siri. Actually, I think I may actually no. Yes, I do think I actually have a spare spare keyboard and mouse here. Actually.
Yeah. Because when I have even like the laptops I have in there that I don't have the power cable for, I had don't know what happened to it, but I had a mouse and keyboard because I didn't like using the built-in one.
I would not recommend
Keyboard was fine, the mouse not so much.
Like, I wouldn't recommend a wireless one anyway because those wireless Bluetooth receivers are not the best that they include with the cheaper ones.
Well, it wasn't. They were never Bluetooth. They always had a USB receiver that I plugged in.
Fair. Awesome. Oh, I got completely distracted from my point about the SMT games. By the way, let me circle back to that because I know somebody's gonna want to know what I'm talking about. Probably, I guess. So, Shin Megami Tensei, its fans are really the fandom for those games. Just to put it nicely, completely lack chill. I'm not even kidding. I've looked up some OST videos from that game, and because somebody put, like, mislabeled a video, people just lambasted them about it, and I'm just like, oh. And people will genuinely be like, this build is unoptimal. Like, it doesn't matter where you go. Like, these people treat the fact that the game has a player-centered focus to how you tackle the game. People treat it like they're playing Master Duel, in that if you're not min-maxing the most meta thing and don't have, your TDE Pierce super killed every super boss, no demon Nuzlocke or whatever, like super hardcore challenge thing, you're not a true fan. It's like, I just like to play the games.
Did you say lambasted in the beginning of that?
Yes, that's a word.
I've never heard it before.
Okay, cool. I'm about to educate your dog ass.
See, I was thinking about it in two words, not.
There you go.
Huh.
Criticize.
Oh, criticize harshly.
Yeah.
See, there's the writer in you actually being of use, because I'd never heard that word before. That sounded a lot more worse than I intended it to.
Wow.
My bad.
Bite me, dick.
You couldn't pay me enough to bite you.
No. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for popping off. Oh, that hurt. Yeah. Now that's what lambasting is, straight up. Yeah.
My bad.
No. Welcome. Welcome.
Can I get the
Sesame Street
definition,
kids.
please? Can you use it in a sentence? I got you.
What's funny is it was like, yeah, I don't know, lambasted. No, I got lamblasted. Why did you do that to me?
It was an accident.
Okay, though, like,
I do that a lot, actually.
Jokes like, well, I'm mostly not serious about that, but like, jokes aside, he's right. I write a lot. I've got, man, if I decided to post everything I've written, y'all would be reading for, unless you're a speed reader like myself, y'all would be reading for months. I write a lot.
Maybe you should. Maybe one of them would get somewhere.
Well, what's funny is I had a...
Maybe you would have a source of income.
No. I had a project with a buddy of mine that was supposed to kickstart that, but then they decided to just up and, decide to go, nope. And they have the keys to the account that we made, and I don't know what it is. And I've asked them for it, and they still haven't given it to me, so...
Either make a new one or do something different.
That's the thing, though. Me in social media, I don't like it. That's another reason. I don't like it. I understand it's a necessary tool in a lot of things, but that's one of the reasons why they agreed to work with me on this. It's like, I'm not going to spend my day glued to Twitter or TikTok or whatever. It does not appeal to me.
I mean, you don't have to stay glued to it.
When you run something that you're hoping gets engagement or whatnot, yes, you do. You have to have your pulse on that. Your finger on that pulse, whatever. Yeah, if you're just browsing in your own leisure time and you don't have anything writing on it, sure, that's fine. But, like, like when you're managing a brand or whatever, you definitely want to do your best to actively respond and be a part of the conversation. That's how you get the ball rolling. Like I'm not this is not me criticizing you or lambasting you in this case. That's gonna be a running joke, isn't it? Yep. Anyway, I can see it now. Um, no, like you know it because you you know browse it in your own time. Like I can tell you, anyone with a decent following, you have to meticulously maintain that. You can't just pick it up once a week and expect anyone to want to stay engaged with what you're offering. That's not how that works. Like I understand what it takes to do things like this. Remember, I was a streamer back about 6 years ago, and I actually had a decent following and stuff. Like I really did. It's just unfortunately I've told this story and I'm not telling it again, but long story short, it was ruined for me, but it I was always actively talking with people and I was on social media and everything because that's what you have to do. That's not even me being funny, that's just true. Just,
Woohoo!
just the more you know.
I need AA batteries.
Yeah.
I realize when my power goes out, I don't have like any light source outside of my phone. Like I don't even have candles, but I do have two light lamps that are like battery powered, and one of them is this cool little piranha plant that runs on AAA's, and I had AAA, so I got those put in, and that one works fine. Got this other like small like reading lamp
Mm-hmm.
that runs on AA's. I just don't own AA's.
Who does in this day and age? I think that stopped being a thing back in the Game Boy Advance era. Well, at least for people like you
That's
and me.
actually that's actually why I try to keep AA's for my Game Boy Advances.
Why? Why? At that point, just get.
Because there was a point where my SP, I didn't have a charger for my SP, so I had to use the
Just get
GBA's.
a normal DS, man.
Or I could spend money on a DS, or just use the thing I have that functions.
I've seen what condition those are in. I wouldn't trust them to operate.
It's okay, they don't anymore. They actually, well, I tried to flick them on. I even like brand new batteries slid into them to try, and I think there's something like blocking up the switch, the power switch, or the connection from the batteries, so they won't actually power on
I
right
know
now.
what that is. Oh boy, I know what that is.
What?
Probably a bug carcass or 80.
Surprisingly, I doubt that for at least one of them, because or no, two of them, they all functioned, and then I got rid of the bugs. They just weren't cleaned or like cleaned out. So like there was nothing in them that wasn't already there when they were working. But they were all left with batteries in them.
Ooh.
So
Yeah, no.
eh,
That corrosion. Yeah, that'll do it.
yeah. That's why I think there's just some corroded parts and like some actual like rust and stuff that's preventing it from getting powered.
Man,
So I probably really just need them cleaned. I just don't have the tools to take them apart.
yeah, and I'm not even gonna lie. After what the hell you put me through with your other PS4, I'm gonna tell you this: next time you're paying me, as I can do it. But I don't even want to talk
Well,
about it.
it wasn't my fault. If I could have prevented that, I would have.
Yeah, but that was my worst nightmare come to life, and I did that in the middle of my apartment.
Well, you could
Oh,
have done it in mine. You just didn't want to be around my kids.
that is not true. There's a whole other can of worms the reason why I didn't want to go up there. And I'm just, do you want me to air out that dirty laundry? Or are you okay with me leaving it there?
Eh.
You know what I mean. I don't want you to, but I don't want you to sit there and have this misconception that I have a problem with your kids. I don't like children, no, but it does not go that deep. It doesn't. Okay, don't you dare give people the wrong idea about that one.
He just doesn't like my kids specifically. He just hates them. They're on 12-story balcony. He just wishes for the worst.
Of course, you double down after I literally try to walk it back. Yeah, all right. I keep forgetting that I'm friends with the equivalent of a bridge troll. If you want to pass by me, you must answer these riddles 3.
No, you got to deal with the gremlin tax.
Really though, like, no. I've already explained, and I'll explain it again, I guess, on this video. When his kids get older, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you this. I'm going to be training those kids to beat daddy's ass in every game that he will ever play with them, and he can't stop me.
I can't stop you, no, but I can train myself and hopefully stay a class ahead of them. And it will be a proud day when they manage to beat me, but they will beat me when I let them beat me.
No, they are going to learn from an ex-world class competitor like myself. And here's the thing. Except for in certain things, my win-loss record against you is actually pretty good.
Yeah, but to be fair,
it's just don't ever get
it's
me to
partly
play
because it's partly because I just don't put in as much effort as I should. If I actually put in everything into it, I would give you a run for your money pretty easily.
I'm already gonna go ahead and say this. I remember what happened when I decided to try to sit there and challenge him with Pokemon, and I let my hubris kill me. Sure, like go ahead and evolve Boldor into Gigalith. I can take it. Yeah, no, I forgot how stupid the evolution scaling is in terms of stats.
And it was a positive attack nature too. So
that's not why. I simply couldn't do enough damage to get over the 2 to 3x defense stats that they had to my whole damn team.
Yeah.
I literally was like, "Oh yeah, go and evolve it. I can take it." It swept my whole squad.
I'm pretty sure that Gigalith was an up attack, down in special attack, and Gigalith is already a defensive wall too. So
I know. I just the thing is I let my hubris speak.
If that would have been a golem, it would have been different.
No, it's just we were fighting early in the game, and it was the second he got Boldor, he asked me if he could, and I was so confident because I built an incredible team. I was so cocky about it. I'm just like, go ahead, yeah, I'll let you have that. And then it got out in the field, and I tried to strike it. I forgot what I hit it with, but the second I did, I was like, oh no.
And you got so mad about it that instead of letting me just switch it out and run something different till later, you quit playing.
No, I don't think that was why. I think that was actually when things kind of started to change. Because I remember when me and you were sitting there trying to actually have that battle, it was a headache.
Maybe.
I remember.
I do remember it pissing you off something fierce, though.
Oh, I was more mad at myself. It was the same thing as the whole poison counter thing and the magic pool that we had when you were here. That is my biggest flaw, and the reason why I stopped competing. One, I'm a sore winner and loser, and I know that about myself.
Yeah, no, I know. Don't worry, I figured that part out.
Yeah, well, to be entirely fair to you, you have this thing where you want to when me and you have conversations, we do this stupid guy thing back and forth that I really hate, and I really wish we, as a collective, species, would stop doing. And this whole thing where we have to one up each other everything we do. It's just a guy thing.
Oh, that's not that. That's just me being unintentionally, mind you, being a narcissist.
It's a guy thing. We do that because here's what's funny: when I will do it too. It's usually when somebody else starts it, but the second they start it, I literally switch and I don't stop. And I don't get it. That's why I don't really
because
make friends with
it's
dudes.
that's called being a narcissist.
And if are we about to sit here and say that that's not like the number one thing that 90% of us are as guys? Because that's how society wants us to be? Are we going to ignore the elephant in the room?
What size elephant? Like full grown or?
I'm talking like Street Fighter 2 Dawson stage level elephant where it takes up half the room.
Mm.
Or sorry, half of a amphitheater. What's funny is we're making all these.
Yeah, we can ignore that.
No. And also, this isn't about social commentary. I'm just saying we like. The thing is, it's a pissing contest.
That one looks bigger than the others.
That's because it is.
Oh yeah, I see the red name now.
Well, no, mobs come in 3 flavors. You've got the smalls, the normals, and then usually the captains. Or in this case, you've got the normals, the captains, and the bosses. And then you have the actual boss, which is one of the reasons why you keep seeing this stupid screen shake. And this is the only boss in this game, as far as I could tell, that does this, and I hate it for it. So I don't like coming here.
Wow.
Oh, I'm going to go ahead and tell you this. If I try fighting that thing, I'm going to die immediately.
No balls.
No, I don't want to lose to 3%. I really don't. And have to run all the way back here again. Like, you can try to goad me all you want, but, like, unless you played this game and understood
Pansy
it...
ass.
Oh, wait till you start playing this game. I don't want to hear it from you. That reminds me, I need to get my flying board. That'll actually... I get my flying board...
When I start playing this, you'll tell me to go do it and say no balls, and I'll say, okay, bet, and I'll go do it and run back.
I know this game. I wouldn't tell you to do that because it would literally just be you getting one shot, which is why I don't want to do it. Like, I could do it.
And I would have been like, oh shit, okay. And then I probably would have ran back and tried again just to see, and then I would have ran back again and went back to the normal shit.
Yeah, no, like, I get you, my guy. I'm just gonna say this. This series is already gonna be long enough without me dying in stupid ways.
Yeah. I've forgotten how paranoid I am.
Interesting segue. Elaborate?
Well, I keep hearing shit, and I keep wanting to go investigate. Like, I heard something. I swear it sounded like someone took a stick and drug it across my trailer, but I didn't see anybody. So I was like, eh. But I keep hearing noises, and I swear they're just in my head.
And I can see why you were constantly surrounding yourself with people now. The voices.
Yeah, I need other things moving, so when I hear something, I don't go looking for something that made a noise when the noise probably never happened in the first place.
I mean, you're gonna get your dogs on Tuesday,
And
so...
I don't have voices in my head. At least none that I can hear.
You think, don't you?
Well, I hear my own voice. I'm usually thinking. I'm always talking to myself.
So you have voices in your head. It's just your own.
I have a voice.
Why did I get so offended by that?
I don't know.
No, I will say this. I have plenty of voices in my head, but the problem is, like, I'm a writer with an overactive imagination. So I can tell you right now, I have an entire plot for a story going on in my head right now, mid-conversation, and it's one of the reasons why if I ever get interrupted or something, I will genuinely forget what I was saying or why I was saying it.
I might have had other voices, but if I did, I put them in a cage and threw them in a sea of cement.
Why did you give them the Godfather treatment?
No one can hear your screams.
No, they will only see the bubbles as you descend.
It's cement. They might not even see those.
They will for like 10 minutes, 10 seconds. Okay. I want to talk about something that really bothers me. Okay.
Okay.
So
Damn, there's something else, really?
everything bothers me. If you want to be that person about it. Anyway, no. This one. So the Switch 2, okay, has a lot of problems surrounding it. Okay, I'm not going to get into all of that, but I'm going to get into something that really bothers me on a personal level. It is a Switch 2 exclusive
God, it's
right
too
now,
easy.
as far as I know.
Which one?
Yakuza 0 Director's Cut. And that is in...
Really?
Yeah!
Why is it? Don't they have Yakuza 0 on,
Yes.
like, the PS5?
Yes, but the definitive edition, the Director's Cut, is only on Switch 2 as of right now. And I'm imagining it's not going to stay that way for long, but the fact that it exists even for a shorter...
No.
I could be wrong. You feel free to actually fact check me on this before I continue talking out of my, proverbial
I mean, I
ass.
could. Google,
Well,
your man's best friend.
For real, but like I've heard no news. Like it's not on any of the Steam pages.
Yakuza, not Lakuza.
Well, you could also go Like a Dragon since that's what they've renamed the series to, but that's not the point.
Director's Cut. Let's see.
But yeah, it's not on any of the Steam pages, despite the fact that I own all of them on Steam. So
well, it's not currently available on PS5, which means it's probably also not currently on PC, and it's only Switch 2.
Yeah.
So
that is insane. Because it's got never before seen cutscenes, additional game modes, and it's like, are you kidding?
Multiplayer.
And I don't really care about that in a game like that because it's at that point I'd just go play Double Dragon or Battletoads. Same experience. It's more of the additional story because I'm not even gonna lie, Yakuza's a goofy game. It's always been a goofy game. It's so blatantly like Japanese in terms of how it's written and stuff. But in it, it's actually a very serious story that is actually really good. And it's just, I really do enjoy the lore behind those games. And Yakuza 0 is probably one of the best in my opinion in terms of story. So what sucks about that is it gets and before anybody says anything, yes, I know you can watch it on YouTube or whatever, blah 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 blah, but it's not the same. Like I only say watch cutscenes on YouTube or whatnot if there's a game that you want to know the story to that you will never play, and that is a game I very much want to go through again. Hell, I would record a video series on it if somebody actually showed enough interest in it because I think it's fun. Ooh, hey, another Dimol earring. Pretty useless, but hey, I'll take it. Additional damage is additional damage. But yeah, like, so, oh god. Oh, I thought that was the giant. I was about to get very upset.
I mean, technically, still not an inaccurate descriptor.
No, but
those things are huge.
What these are these are how you get your upgrade materials. You actually have to get basically a giant vacuum cleaner and kill these things and then suck the minerals out of them. I am not joking. The only reason why it's not a very
give them the best suck of their life. Too bad they're dead before they get it.
True. There's a reason why I don't do this, and you can look where my mouse is. That is insane for someone of my level. They will not kill you. They don't fight back, but that is a lot to chew through when you do 280 damage a strike. So basically, people of higher levels of around 80 or whatever, they'll come and do it.
No, that don't do you no good.
No, I mean, I can do that on my own time. The only reason why I don't do it is just because of the sole simple fact of I make my money a different way. Trust me, that's a great way to actually, for you to earn money in this game if you want to. I just don't have the patience. You have patience. I do not.
Yeah.
What's funny
I have so much patience.
What's funny is I say I don't have patience, and then I'm actually recording this series and pretty much playing this game in the most unoptimally slow way possible. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But because like, if I were actually playing this as playing this like seriously, like I would if I made another character and started leveling it, I'm gonna go ahead and just tell you the truth. I would probably already be level 45 by now, or if not 60.
Yeah.
But this isn't
You
about
know,
that.
people once unironically called me, like described me as a patience elemental. I had so much patience.
I just.
I have the best patience. No one does patience like me.
Shut up! I know what you're referencing. Shut up! Shut up! I hate you so much sometimes.
Worth it.
Oh. Okay. Did I mark that shield for a favorite? Nope. Cool. I have a.
It's great when I'm tired, huh?
You say that at 7 o'clock.
I've been tired for the last hour and a half.
I know. You know what's funny? Um,
Mm.
I know what the next episode's gonna be, and if you take a look at this map, you see all these red exclamation points?
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to do all of them.
there's a couple more over in the clouds.
Oh, it's on the next continent. You could fly over there. That's why it's technically given on the same map. I could fly over there.
Oh,
I don't have a board yet, so what I'm gonna use this what's called a blink wing, and I'm gonna teleport over there. Like literally, the next episode is
that
telling you
sounds cool. Blinkwing sounds neat.
it is cool. There are no spells for teleporting in this game. They just confine it to items, which fair. Because you have ones that take you back to town. They take you to various towns across the world, and you have this one that takes you any. Basically, when you use this one, it'll teleport you anywhere you want to go ever.
That's cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this quest while I'm out here. That way I don't have to run back over here for this. I still need to do the bridge to Terabithia quest. I hate it here. Long story short, though, I'm probably about to shoot up in like. All right, stop. What are you doing?
I don't know. Make a noise.
Anyway,
I'm,
so
I make racket. You know this.
yes, I just don't know why you're doing it now.
Oh,
I'm in the middle of explaining something. You're just like.
yeah.
Yes, stop it. Okay, so am I gonna
What
cut?
were you explaining?
What the next recording probably is gonna be? I'm not doing this now. I've got 8 minutes, and 8 minutes is not enough time to do. Well, is that person literally named Divorced? Yes, it is. Mystical Potato, Divorced.
Were they divorced because of this game? God, I hope not.
I mean, it's an option. Okay. Really? The next sword is 22? That's stupid. Armor. Nope. There's nothing I can do. Okay, so explanation. Quests are going to be what happens next time we play this game. It's going to be a quest recording session, episode, video,
Thing.
test of patience. I don't brain.
For you, maybe.
Actually, no. I'm glad these quests exist, and that is something new players, I cannot stress enough, need to know and do. Is. What's your dialogue? Oh, God, no. No, 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 no. this event ends in like uh
3rd anniversary is gonna be that one.
2 weeks. I'm not doing it. I hate to say it. I'm not participating in it on this time around. Like if I run into one of those mecha mochis, I'll probably take that down, but I'm not gonna actually care beyond that point. Um because there's no reason for me to. So, long story short, um the game, what we're going to do, quests, and let me explain this before I forget. So the for new players specifically, I'm actually going to get serious about the whole actually like this being a newbies like series. One of the best things new players and even old players alike should and could do when they make a new character are do all of these red quests as you level up. It's great EXP, gives you great items, and unless you're one of those really annoying people that just want to pay somebody to do the leveling for you, which I mean, you're more power to you, but at that point, you're not. Go play something else because you're obviously not interested in playing the game that's right here in front of you. That hot take, but I bugs me because it's like, okay, cool. See, because here's the thing. They want people to like level them for them, but they also want somebody to do it in the most efficient and like min maxy way possible. And it's like, so you want to have your cake and eat it too. Okay. Like if you're not
I mean,
getting
I've got some cake, but nobody wants to eat it.
oh,
I'm not apologizing.
I know you're not, and that's why I just went oh oh.
Oh, what the fuck?
Anyway, for the last wait a
I
minute,
broke him.
I hate you.
Yes, I broke him.
It's eat that booty like
I
groceries.
successfully caught him off guard.
No, no, it's just I was down for the cake thing, and then when you said nobody wants to eat it, was my brain went, oh, that's what we're doing.
I say cake, but it's more like 3 pancakes. So
I can already hear the shovel sounds now if you're just digging a hole a little bit deeper. Uh, it's like, hey, there's always a little further that we can go. Uh,
can you tell my alignment is at the very least chaotic?
and what's funny is my alignment is honestly true neutral, and I think that is the most terrifying thing one can be. Because I really live a mercenary lifestyle in that I will be either your greatest friend or your worst enemy, depending on what's in it for me. Oh, have I gone seriously? Have I gone on video game rampages simply because of the fact of like somebody like annoyed me or somebody offered me enough to just make somebody like ruin somebody's day? Yes, I was a lot younger of a person and a lot more emotionally unstable than I am now, which is somehow weird to say. Um,
That's possible.
right? I say that I
Okay.
say that like I'm like some unhinged psychopath, and I'm really not. I'm just somebody.
Very easily could be though. Hmm.
No, no, because here's the thing. There's two things that will ever prevent that from happening. One, I need to care enough, and I don't. And two, um, the
You don't have to care to kill people.
yes, you do.
What?
You have to care enough to do it. I don't care enough to do it.
I mean, it's really. No, I'm not gonna. Never mind. Never mind.
Like, also, what we're starting to get to serial killer. What? Why? How did we get anyway?
Yeah, that's why I said never mind. That's why I stopped.
Yeah, and the problem is you had to say it in the first place, and my brain immediately went, let's think about this for a second. Let's not. Why are all these out? Why are all the outros on these things when we're together so unhinged?
Because I'm here.
No, the first episode we did together wasn't like this. Why is this like this?
Was it really not?
No, there's a reason why I got likes on it, and the second one we did
Oh,
hasn't been interacted with by anybody.
maybe it's because I was as tired as I was. I'm
I,
not quite that level of tired.
I don't know, man. All I know is this.
Yeah, I'm saying the problem's me? That's harsh, man. I mean, you could be right very easily,
You're
but
the one that called me a penniless writer. I don't want to hear it from you right now. I'm a penniless writer, but screw you too.
Hmm.
I feel like at this point, like I feel like I have to commit to the bit and be like, well, if you would like to prove this guy wrong, there's a link on my YouTube channel. Please, for the love of all that is good in this world, do not. I'm just joking. I only put it up there just to say that I had something up there. Trust me. Oh, I just wanted to commit to the bit because it was funny. I do
Do it.
want to
Do it. Bet y'all won't. Do it. I'm like Palpatine. Do it.
Do it.
It's Palpatine that does it, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Awesome work.
Every time I say it, that's what pops into my head every time.
All right. Yeah. Right. Okay. I think more Shia LaBeouf, but yeah, fair enough. Is that a new player? Looks like it. Hey, welcome to the same horrible grind that I'm going through. I applaud you, newbie. You know, you know what's gonna be wild? If there is somebody that genuinely watches one of these videos and will ever and actually say to me, "Hey, I picked up this game because of you," and I'm literally gonna be like, That's why another reason why I wanted to pick this game because I do want more eyes on it. And I do want more people to play it, and also, I'm sorry if I'm the thing that gets you into a game like this.
Is that hair attached? Yes. Okay.
Hmm?
I thought it was like a piece of hair that like broken off and was just on my shoulder, but no, it's attached to my head.
What? Okay, we're past. All right, before this goes any further, let's actually do the outro. So, game plan, red quests, actual like maybe a newbie's guide to how to play the game a little bit at that point, because that's one of the main key factors is making sure you do these. And I'll be solo, so I'll probably explain it instead of getting derailed on every weird tangent we seem to come up with.
You thought you were on a train? No, you're on a roller coaster with a multi-track.
Yeah, no. You think we solved the trolley problem? No, we are the trolley problem. We are that trolley that's going to sit there and either run over the 1 or the 5 people, and we don't know why we've ended up here. We just know that it's going to happen. What am I even saying at this point? Why did I say that?
Eh?
Why?
I don't know.
Why? Why? Why?
You're welcome?
I don't know anymore.
Question mark.
Does this need a thing like a little? I could drum up something in paint as like an ending screen that says "to be continued." ... and just can do it with the JoJo music. No,
No. What's the one with the usual to be continued, like just before like someone gets hit?
The "we'll be right back" one. That dun.
Yeah, that. Yeah. Just make an edit, like I guess before this. Honestly, just cut this out. Make an edit just somewhere.
No.
Mid sentence, we'll say something off the rails. You just put, "We'll be right back."
What's funny is when I actually get around to start editing these and whatnot, moments like this are actually going to get cut out because I'm just gonna start thinking that they're just too unhinged and deranged to keep in. Outro! Why?
Hey, they're unhinged, but I don't think they're deranged.
We were going off on a tangent about what can actually make somebody a psychopath. I don't want to hear it. And also, I forgot. I'm glad that this channel is so small and monetization isn't a thing because we would have had to said unalive people instead of What's funny is that is a future me's problem to maybe care about. I don't know. I don't know where this channel's gonna go. I'm just here to record videos and have fun. That's all this is about right now, and I'm not gonna think about it harder than that. Outro. We're out of here. I'm out of here. My buffs have worn off. We're well past the hour mark. Well, 5 minutes passes, but that's typical at this stage. We're doing quests next time. If you liked what you saw, thanks for making it this far. I appreciate you. You know, mandatory YouTuber things to say. I'm not even considered a YouTuber. I'm just a guy that records videos right now. But literally, it's like, let's be like, comment, subscribe. I don't care. If you actually watch to this point, I question your sanity, and I appreciate you all the same. Like, genuinely. Me and him just have yapped for the last hour and 5 minutes with this game as a backdrop.
Oh god, the piranha plant thing's actually really bright. Holy shit. Sorry.
ADHD brain go brr, I swear to God.
Well, the light is in the piranha plant's mouth, so it's really bright, but it also has the teeth and the shadows.
Oh, kid! I just... So, long story short, we outie. This is 2 days instead of 3 days, but I would rather get this guy today rather than when he has to work tomorrow, so I decided to just swap it up and do it today. I'm probably going to have it upload right after this, that way I don't have to worry about it later. So, cheers. I'll probably be doing a solo recording Thursday, because I did skip ahead
Whenever
today.
you do get to it.
Well, I would like to
Assuming you don't get bored and do it anyway.
I mean, I would actually like to keep recording, like record the next episode tonight, because I do want to actually play more of this character just to see how far I can go. But
I mean, you could do it solo. I unfortunately have stuff to do.
no. I want to be consistent. That's why I'm not just going to jump immediately back into it and just record like 8 or 9 videos, because one, I like this alternating rhythm, and two, I like this whole like have you
It gives
on
you some
not.
sense of routine in your stagnant lifestyle. I'm sorry.
That one actually hurt.
I'm sorry.
Because I would like to say at least I'm keeping myself busy. It's just not, making me anything, so it's fine. I'm
I
not a...
swear, I keep feeling stuff grow on me, but there's nothing here.
Okay. Outro. Right. Thank you for making it to this point. Do your things. I appreciate all of y'all. We are absolutely two idiots, and once he finally gets a computer, he's going to be joining me in this world, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you this. If you think I'm not about to make this guy hate his life, you have another thing coming. I think I already do that enough for the fact that you have to realize that he's
You
still
gotta
friends
manage
with me.
to find me first. You know I'm gonna wander off.
Actually, yeah, but that's
And be like, "Ew, what's this thing?"
No, but here's the thing. That's the beauty of this game. It really does reward you for that. Once you finally figure out what's up, it's a mindless grind of a game, but it's, as you can see, it's you just can just zone out. Just put on whatever music you like and just chill. That's what I love about this game. It's what I always loved about this game. I still haven't done an outro. Take care of yourselves. Thank you so much for watching. I'm out of here. Do you have any words for the audience?
Bye.
Good talk.
Hope you enjoy the idiots.
We're gonna have to come up with an interesting duo name, but it's not gonna really be a thing until we actually play games together. Which means,
Yeah.
for all intents and purposes, what's funny is I could try to find. What I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna
like intro or outro, not intro. We already did that. Like outro.
Fine.
In the recording. just cut it off. We said bye. Just cut it off.
You know what? Yeah, nope. I'm not editing any of this out. I'm not gonna start doing editing until it becomes important. But yeah, out. Thank you. Good night. Good night, Merry Christmas. Screw it, I'm done. Out. Bye.